Stop chasing your dreams and start catching them. What if 2025 could be the year that transforms your life completely? Imagine looking back a year from now, realizing you've not only grown, but transformed into the most radiant, confident, and fulfilled version of yourself. The magic, it starts now. This video will provide clarity, steps on how to nurture your intention, and build unshakable discipline. 2024 was a whirlwind. Perhaps you found moments of joy, but let's be honest, were you truly thriving? Maybe you felt stuck in routines, unsure of your next steps, or caught in cycles that just drained your energy. Trust me, I've been there. But here's the truth. The version of yourself that can conquer anything and everything already exists within you. She's waiting for you to take the first step. In today's video, I'll guide you through a transformative process, a set of tools, habits, and mindsets that will help you redefine 2025 as the year of intentional growth. Whether you're ready to quiet the noise and work in silence, or take bold, unapologetic strides towards your dreams, this video is for you. We'll dive into practical strategies, reflective journaling prompts, and powerful actions that will elevate you in every area of your life. And here's the best part. You don't have to wait until the first of every new year. You can start laying the foundation today. Chapter 1. Defining and making clear what exactly you want to achieve. No more someday, no more waiting for the stars to align. This year, we make the leap. Years ago, I felt stuck in a cycle of vague goals and unmet potential. But when I sat down hand in hand and mapped out the details of my dream life, everything changed. Trust me, you will start acting, thinking, and living as the version of you who've already achieved those dreams. This year, we're not just setting goals, we're transforming identities. Your life doesn't change when you wish for it. It changes when you embody it. So let's stop talking about the woman you want to be and start living as her. The first step to leveling up is to understand who exactly you want to be. You must first redefine what you truly means. It's tempting to say, I want to glow up, or I want to be more confident. But vague desires lead to vague results. These goals are like shooting arrows in the dark. To hit the bullseye, you need a target, a clear, detailed version of the person you aspire to be. Clarity is your superpower. Think of yourself as a blank canvas. You have the power to decide who you want to be, to paint your future. Who do you see when you start painting the masterpiece of your future self? Is she bold, graceful, magnetic? How does she navigate her day? What fills her time, her mind, and her heart? These aren't just idle questions. They're the foundation of your transformation. Where so many people mess up trying to achieve their goals is that they just don't go beyond the surface level affirmations and they don't dive into the specifics. For your goals to work, you have to be intentional. Start by imagining your perfect day 1 year from now. Not a dream day or a vacation day, but a day in your ideal life. Where are you waking up? What does your space look like? Minimalist and serene? Or vibrant and full of character? What fills your morning routine? Grab your journal, your notebook, or maybe just your notes app. Write it all down. The more details, the better. Engage all your senses. What does your coffee taste like? What does the air smell like as you step outside? How do you spend your time and who with? Bullet point your answers. The goal is to paint a vivid picture of yourself. This exercise isn't just about visualization. It's alignment. You're closing the gap between who you are today and who you're becoming. When you map out your desires clearly, your mind starts seeking ways to bring them into reality. Desire, when coupled with focus, is a magnet. As Rumi wisely said, what you seek is seeking you. Your goals aren't just abstract ideas. They are beacons calling you towards them. And that's why to amplify this pull, many people create vision boards. You can incorporate not just images, but words, quotes, and objects that evoke deep emotional responses. Personalize it. Add your name, your face, your essence to these goals. When you see yourself reflected in your aspirations, they feel closer, more achievable. Place your vision board where it demands your attention. Your phone wallpaper, your bathroom mirror, or even the first page of your journal. Let it become a daily reminder of the life you're building. 2025 is your blank canvas, and you are the artist. With clarity, desire, and intentional action, you have everything you need to create a life that feels as good as it looks. So who will you be this time next year? The choice is yours and the journey starts now. Chapter 2. Owning and accepting the new version of you. What if I told you that the greatest transformation in your life begins not with action, but with belief? Your self-concept, the way you perceive yourself, is the foundation of every decision, habit, and success you'll ever achieve. That's why building a belief system so strong is so important, because it becomes the bedrock of the dream life that you're about to create. The way others see you, or sometimes even the way you see yourself, does not define you. If you've ever been labeled as too much or not enough, let those words go. They're not reflections of your potential. Rather, they're shadows of someone else's limitations. And if those words have crept into your self-talk, this is your sign to rewrite that narrative. Think of it this way. Every trait that people criticize holds a hidden strength waiting to be embraced, almost like a hidden potential. For instance, being loud might also mean that you're vibrant and approachable. Being shy could mean that you're deeply observant and thoughtful. Instead of shrinking from these labels, reframe them as part of your unique brilliance. You can start small. Write down one thing you've been criticized for in your life and flip it into a positive affirmation. For example, I'm not just loud. I'm a spark that lights up every room that I enter. Or, I may be quiet, but I listen deeply and I offer my careful insights. Growth isn't about abandoning who you are. It's about expanding into your fullest potential. There's nothing objectively wrong about being loud or quiet. It's all about people's perception, but the most important opinion is your own. What this exercise does is that it reframes your perspective. I'm not consistent or I'm not confident. No, I am becoming more consistent every day. And confidence is a skill I'm building, one day at a time. If you struggle with self-confidence, these opinions or comments from others may feel like an imposing limit. But you have to remember that there are literally no limits when it comes to the person you can be. That's why this exercise is so powerful, because it allows you to see yourself objectively. And you'll find that most of the time, these comments are just directed to traits that are not everybody's cup of tea. And that's okay. And of course, I'm mostly just talking about personality traits. I'm not saying that you should do terrible actions and ignore everyone else's advice. I'm just saying that you can choose to take these comments and use it to grow and expand yourself. Over time, they'll seep into your subconscious and reshape how you see yourself. And here's why this works. Your brain is wired to prove your beliefs. Before action comes belief. Your reality is a projection of your self-concept. If you believe you're unworthy, your mind will seek evidence to support that. But if you see yourself as capable, deserving, and unstoppable, the world will mirror that back to you. It's called cognitive dissonance, a psychological phenomenon where your brain works to align your reality with your beliefs. Think about it. You constantly tell yourself, I'm not disciplined. You act in ways that reinforce this thought. You procrastinate, you avoid challenges, and you feel stuck. But imagine if you shifted your belief to, I am disciplined, even on my hardest days. Suddenly, your brain starts aligning your actions to this new identity. This isn't just positive thinking or some mindset hack. It's cognitive behavioral therapy in action, which teaches us that thoughts shape emotions and actions. So changing how you frame your thoughts shapes how you feel and act, creating a ripple effect that transforms your reality. By consciously altering your self-perception, you're setting the foundation for positive transformation. You are the author of your own story. Your reality mirrors your beliefs. The labels others place on you, or that you've placed on yourself, are not final chapters. They're just notes in the margins, waiting to be rewritten. Shift your self-concept, and the world around you will adjust accordingly. So today, start speaking to yourself with kindness, embrace your unique brilliance, and start painting a reality that reflects the incredible, multifaceted person that you are. Change your beliefs, and you change your life. Chapter 3. Create a system. Building systems to achieve your goals. Contrary to popular belief, the way to achieve your goals isn't motivation, but the systems you build to achieve them. Creating intentional systems can transform your life, keep you aligned with your goals, and help you stay consistent, even when motivation fades. Willpower is fleeting, but systems are enduring. Think of systems as your safety net, the structure that catches you when you don't really have any motivation for the day. They're not just about organizing your life, they're about aligning your daily actions to your long-term vision. One of the most effective ways to building systems is by using a calendar, or specifically, a color-coded calendar. Imagine every area of your life, personal, professional, social, mapped out with its own color. For example, orange for social commitments, pink for personal tasks, and red for professional pursuits. When you glance at your week, you can instantly see where your time is going. Are you prioritizing what matters most? Or are you spending a disproportionate amount of time on things that don't align with your goal? Does your schedule reflect your priorities? If not, adjust it until it aligns with the goals of your ideal self. Sometimes it's hard to achieve your goals because you don't even track it. You don't know where your time is going, how your energy is being spent. You just simply don't know where your time goes. This way, it's a good first step to knowing how to keep yourself accountable and be more intentional with your time. However, systems aren't just about calendars. They're also about how you approach your task. So instead of saying, I'll work out today, instead say, I'll work out from 7:30 to 8. This method not only keeps you accountable, but also prevents decision fatigue. You're not waking up wondering what to do. It's already decided. I find that this also works best when you do it as a daily routine. This might sound boring, but the act of reducing your need to make decisions makes space and energy for you to actually get your task done. For example, if your goal is to study for 3 hours, every day at the allotted time slot for studying, you sit in the same desk, in the same chair, wherever it may be, and start studying. Do this often enough, and one day when you sit on that chair, it doesn't matter if you don't feel like it. Your brain will kind of know that it's time to study. That's the significance of a routine. The key is designing systems that integrate, balance, and fit your unique lifestyle. Because here's where most productivity advice fails. It's not a one-size-fits-all. Waking up at 5 AM may work for one person, but not another. We often forget that systems are about balance, not just productivity. Life isn't only about work. It's about joy, connection, and growth. So experiment with different routines. Use this time to try different schedules. For example, on Mondays, those are more quiet, reflective tasks. On Tuesdays, take creative projects in the morning and errands in the evening. You can even create different systems for different days, or an overarching weekly system if that greater suits your needs. This way, you will learn what works for you and build flexibility in your systems. The ultimate goal of systems is to bridge the gap between who you are today and who you want to become. Which is why at the very beginning of the video, I emphasized how important it is to clearly define the version of you that you want to achieve. And since we've already done that, this picture of how you want to spend your time becomes a lot clearer. You can think about how your ideal version of you spends her time and goes about her day. Once you have those answers, reverse engineer them into your current schedule and use it to build systems that bring your vision to life. Remember, systems aren't meant to confine you, they're meant to free you. By taking the guesswork out of your day, you create space for creativity, focus, and growth. As the saying goes, you don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. So build systems that elevate you, align with your dreams, and reflect the life you're creating. Chapter 4. Build habits that will support your system. Creating systems is one thing, but following through and sticking to them is another. Motivation, while alluring, is a fickle muse. It may spark the flame, but discipline keeps the fire alive. Forget the allure of magical quantum leaps that promise overnight success. They are illusions, fleeting and unsustainable. The secret isn't to wait for motivation, it's to create habits so ingrained in your identity that they feel as natural as breathing. The real alchemy lies in your foundation of your belief in your own incremental progress. When that happens, your life transforms, not through the stars aligning, but through the steady rhythm of your intentional actions. Discipline and identity are the roots. Habits are the flourishing branches. So here are some actionable tips for building unshakable habits. 1. Start small, win big. Being overwhelmed is the enemy of consistency. Set micro goals that are so achievable, you can't help but succeed. For example, commit to 1 push-up a day. It might seem trivial, but once you're in the push-up position, you'll often find yourself doing more. Progress is a series of small victories compounded over time. Research shows that breaking down goals into bite-sized tasks reduces resistance and builds momentum. Remember to celebrate your small wins, as they rewire your brain for success. After all, progress is still progress, no matter how small. 2. Harness the power of triggers. In Atomic Habits, James Clear emphasizes the importance of cues to initiate habits. For instance, placing your workout shoes by the door serves as a visual reminder to move your body. For me, I always ensure that my workout clothes are laid out on my bed where I can clearly see them once I get home. This way, it's impossible for me to forget the plan that I've already set to achieve the better version of myself. The simple act of putting them on or laying them out is already half the battle won. 3. Reframe failures as feedback. Even the most successful people have stumbled. It's part of the process. What sets them apart is their ability to learn and adapt. Instead of fearing failure, treat it as data. What worked? What didn't? How can you adjust? Once your beliefs are set, discipline becomes the bridge of who you are and who you're becoming. Discipline isn't about perfection, it's about consistency. One step at a time, one habit at a time. You're creating the masterpiece of your life. Think of it as a game where every day that you choose to show up, you level up. Remember, build habits that honor the person you're becoming, and you'll find that the journey itself is as rewarding as the destination. Chapter 5. The power of starting now. Now, my dears, the truth is, the perfect moment will never come. Waiting is the enemy of growth. How often have you delayed taking the first step just because you didn't feel ready? We've all been there. But here's the thing, while you're contemplating, waiting to feel prepared, someone else is already executing, learning, and achieving their goals. Not because they are ready, or read one more book, or took one more course, but because they trusted themselves and took action. It's not about competing with others to see who can do better, but about understanding that you are no different from anyone else. We all have our own struggles. Goals are not meant to be easy. It's about recognizing that readiness isn't a prerequisite for action. It's a byproduct of it. Think about it. Confidence and mastery are built through doing, not waiting. You don't learn to swim by standing at the edge of the pool. You learn by diving in. So you have to rewire your mindset on readiness. Our nervous system is wired to react with anxiety or doubt when we step into unfamiliar territory. This isn't a sign that you're unprepared. It's a sign that you're growing. Fear, nerves, and uncertainty are natural companions on the journey to success. But here's the twist. They are not barriers, they are guides. They are telling you you're about to level up. The truth is, starting doesn't require feeling ready. It requires courage. Courage to step into the unknown, to embrace the discomfort of growth, and to trust that action will pave the way. As the saying goes, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So take that step today. Not because everything is perfect, but because you're ready to make it so. Remember, the magic isn't in knowing what to do. It's in taking action and showing up for yourself every single day. So I challenge you. What's one thing you're going to do today to bring your dream life closer to reality? Leave it in the comments. I'd love to cheer you on. If today's video resonated with you, there's so much more waiting for you. Check out my previous video on journaling. It is packed with helpful prompts and insights that build on what we've discussed today. I have also left all my links in the description, whether it's my journaling templates, my favorite tools, or resources I swear by. They're all free for you to download and for you to use to help yourself level up. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This lets me know that this is the type of content that you guys like. My mission is to help and impact as many people as possible, and your support means the world to me to help keep this space growing. And also hit that notification bell so you're the first to know when we embark on our next chapter. Until next time, take care of your heart, your mind, and your dreams. I'll see you in the next video very soon.